I'm not mistaken, and like since like 2020 or something like that. Like they haven't beat. They literally have not. They've lost like their last like 15 matchups or something like that
Yeah.
against them.
Jeez.
Yeah, which
It's like
is
the
not.
curse. It's like the Dodgers
Yeah.
and Yankees or something.
So I mean,
Or the Red Sox.
just looking at the like because it gives the little show the pregame breakdown
Yeah.
before the game actually starts on NBA TV. This goes back to December 3rd, 2021, and the Clippers won, and then Clippers won again. So this is at least, and I think it's more than this. But the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've lost at least the last 7. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 9 or 10 that they've lost in the last 9 or 10 against the Lakers. I know I said it was like 15 earlier, but I was over exaggerating. I think it's but I mean, regardless, it's a lot. They just continuously get beat up on by the Clippers. Do you think that narrative changes today? What do you think?
Uh, no. This will be the first game. Well, this is the first game all season. Like I honestly would say I don't project us winning this game. We gotta make a change. Our roster, like we have to do something.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting about this? Like this whole season, like a lot of teams that should not be in slumps or in like slumps. Like, and I listened to Steph Curry like pretty much talk about like how it meant to get that win after that like 0-5
Yeah, they went on they lost
start.
like 5 straight. Yeah.
But I guarantee you, mark my words, they're about to go on a tear. You know what I mean? But like they can do that because they're the Warriors. We're not the Warriors. I feel like in this case, we need to switch some things up.
The only good thing about November is like our schedule really lightens up. Like especially like we play like the Spurs three games in like 4 days or something crazy like that. Like so that's good. We gotta win those Spurs games. I mean,
And
Spurs
Pop wants to lose those games, so
yeah. So like you got to give them what they want. So now you're talking at least 3 wins there. So that'd give us 5 wins. I'm gonna say they beat the Clippers tonight.
Really?
Yeah. And here's
Paul George has been playing out of his.
He has. He's averaging 30. He's averaging 31 points on 55% shooting the last 4 games. So
I honestly I put on a highlight like reel the other day, and I was like I was watching, but I had the sound off, and I was like, "Yo, this is like Paul George back in Indiana days." I was like, "Whoa!" Like I haven't seen this since like I was like, "Yo,
he's slaying it right now." But here's the thing. It's what I've always said in the since we started the show, and even over on the As It Stands Lakers channel. Like we match up really well against them. Not only do we match up really well against them, we have a size advantage against them. So I imagine that I think this is a game Anthony Davis is going to eat. Russ is coming off the bench now. So now we can match their bench scoring. Because the problem was the first time we played them, our bench scored 3 points, I think, that game, something like that. So, and their bench scored like 22 or something like that. We still had a chance to win that game. I actually think that the Lakers pull it out. I think our big 3 are going to have a good game. I'm hoping Kendrick Nunn steps up again. I mean, he had 18 in the last game, and he shot 67%. But was that an anomaly because the Lakers literally had like nobody else, or was that like I'm back, like I'm back, baby? You know what I mean? Like because a lot of players, like I don't think Kendrick Nunn is a bad player. I mean, the dude is solid, and he showed it in preseason. But for whatever, I don't know if he's in his own head or what it is. But whatever it is, like we've seen it before. A player's in a slump, they just look terrible, and then they have that good game, and it just kind of picks them back up. I'm not saying he has to put up 18 a night. But can he give us, like 12, 12 to 15 a night? If so, I think
that's what he should be producing. You know what I mean? Like,
Easy.
Well, Austin Reeves is providing for the Lakers. None should be able to do that, and probably a little bit more, just because of athleticism. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, I do think like even last game he put up 18, but like Jones had 10. So like I feel like people who like normally don't step up in huge ways always had to kind of
They
do
had to
more of a
step up.
part. But even at that, I mean, we still gave up 130 some
Yeah.
points. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for us to be a really strong defense, I don't know what's going on with our defense. It's not
That
like
game that game was so bad. We went from number 5 in defensive efficiencies to number 17. That's how bad it is.
yeah,
We're now number 17. We're now not a top 5 anymore. Granted, we could I do think we could get back there, but our defense has been terrible the last few games. Um,
yeah.
and we really got to pick it up. We really do. And I don't know what the answer is with that. I just think it's maybe effort. Um, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see
effort
how.
and just everybody has to do their part.
Yeah,
It's simply do your part, team rebound, team defend, team I just yeah, it's a
gotta
lot
step
of lot of isolation. And while we're playing team basketball, like I don't know. But I do agree. I think it's the effort. And you're right. Got it. Like yeah. Like Toscano, I mean, I don't know how much we can expect from him at this point. Scotty, like Pippen Jr., like you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's guys like Christie, you know what I mean? It's guys like Gabriel that like I wish, could give a little bit like all right, so Austin Reeves is scoring what, like around like 8 to 11 points a game. If
I
we
don't
could
think it's that
have
much. I think it's like
well,
six.
no, it's probably no, it's probably not, but like
I mean, no, but I mean, he's had games.
well,
So
yeah,
I
he's
will.
yeah,
Yeah, like he had 11 last game, but
yeah.
I don't. I mean, stats wise, I don't think he's really given us much. But I could. Yeah, he's given us 6.8, just under 7 points. I said 6, but yeah, I was there.
Well, you even
Yes,
look at that. If Gabriel can consistently score that, or like roughly around 10 points, 8 to 10 points, Toscano, you know what I mean? If they could do that on a consistent basis, Matt Ryan, you know what I mean? I feel like these deficits that we're losing by, because we lost what 116 and 139, that would probably make up that deficit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So when you look at it from a big picture standpoint, I don't necessarily think it's like huge like adjustments that need to be made. I do think we need to switch up in our roster, but I'm saying if we decide to roll with this roster for the rest of the year, yeah, you got to fix.
Got to step up.